And Daniel, and so I think about these utopian movements, these Bolshevik movements and the left, and how much they hate humans. And for me as a Christian, and I think that we share perhaps some views on this because we believe in evil, perhaps a little bit in different ways, but you know, as Christians, we believe in the spiritual realm, and all of this is a war against the Creator and God's creation. A lot of this man hatred, of course, is a direct war against God the Father. But Satan is always trying to overthrow the moral law of God, of our Creator, and what He meant for there to be between men and women. And we see this on every level. And so, you know, what I think about is, you know, this, let's say the serpent in the Garden of Eden, what he's always whispering to people. And, you know, so he says to Eve, you know, this is in your interest. Because that's also, you know, I studied psychopaths for many, many years. They always appeal to your, they're pretending that they're appealing to your interest, but they're lying to you, right? And this is what the devil is doing all the time. So in the Garden of Eden, hey, you know, you can gain immortality. You can live forever by going to eat that apple, and you can become just like God, and you can do this and you can do this. So he convinces Eve to do it. Then Eve, you know, and then Adam listens to Eve, and then all of a sudden they destroy themselves. Then what continues? Then Satan's coming up whispering to women, oh, you know what? You can be just like a man. You can be just as powerful as a man. But then what's the next stage? You don't even have to be as powerful as a man. You can be a man. Then he comes to the man. You can be a woman. Just chop off your penis and call yourself Stephanie. Then you can be in women's sports. And I know that that might sound funny or crude, but this is exactly what's happening. And we cannot deny that the movement that's telling human beings these things hates these human beings. And so Daniel, feminism, leftism, leftist feminism. Okay, one first wave, second wave, third wave. And so now what's happening? Female sports is actually being erased because the men are coming in and doing what now?
Yeah, the female sports used to be the big civil rights victory. We got to get equal funding for female sports, female athletics in colleges. And of course, now the latest wave of social justice is making a mockery of that by effectively eliminating female sports as anything that's at all meaningful, because, you know, you get a man on your team and game over. But, you know, we have to look at the underlying issue here. Why are people doing things like this? Why would a man castrate himself? Why would teenage girls undergo what they call top surgery, effectively mastectomies, unless they are fundamentally unhappy? And this is really the thing that we need to deal with. So much of our society's problems come down to people's unhappiness. The left, the various, you know, like they like to say, scientists and experts and researchers told us these are the things we could do to be happy. We could be more narcissistic, we could be more selfish, we could be less religious, we could just pursue whatever we wanted and we would be happy. This was the great message of the 60s counterculture. Just do your own thing. And are we happy? No, our society is fantastically unhappy. It's, I would even say, supernaturally unhappy. And our suicide rates are off the charts. And this is a kind of a suicide. You know, you look at the mirror, you look at the person looking back at you, and you hate that person. You want to get rid of that person. So maybe you commit suicide, or maybe you decide, what will make me happy is completely switching genders. And we know this is how it happens because the people who try to transition back, who have undergone this, who have undergone surgery, have undergone even just chemicals, those people talk about how unhappy they were and how they were told, well, this is what is actually going to fulfill you. It's very much like the way people were caught up in cults. They were very unhappy, and they ran into somebody who told them, well, you join this movement will make you happy. You get into this political cause, it will make you happy. You completely destroy yourself, it will make you happy. It never does. It never does. Purpose, meaning in life makes you happy. Religion, for that matter, makes you happy. God makes you happy. When you pursue whatever drives you at any point in time. And yes, it is the message of the serpent. And that is what is going to make you unhappy and is going to destroy you in the end.